Hello, welcome to the homestead. Glad you're with us. Well, I was gone for a few days. I was with the grandkids. We had a really good time. Took granddaughter to the theater to see Back to the Future, the musical, on tour. And we also went to the movie theater and we went shopping. Cost Grammy a lot of money. And then I took grandson to a adventure forest park with zip lines and swinging bridges and cables, and it was terrifying, but I stuck with him, and we made it 5 levels of the 9-level course, and then we just got too tired. I was so tired. Some of those lines I was walking on, I had to stretch where only this part of my finger was able to hold the cables because I'm so short. Anyway, we had a lot of fun. I'm sore today though. Anyway, I have come to my garden and I am dismayed. My potatoes, which were beautifully green when I left 4 days ago, have black all over the leaves. And so some type of blight maybe. Maybe I over-chemicaled it, with all the fertilizer stuff in the pots. Maybe I did that. Maybe that turned them black. I don't think that turns them black though, because when I looked on the internet, they didn't mention anything about high nitrogen or anything like that. So I want to show you these potatoes, and if you have any answers to my problem, let me know. The internet does say pick off all the black leaves. I think I'm going to lose my potatoes. Too bad too, because there were so many and they were just so beautiful. I was just getting so excited about them, and it's all the potatoes, all of them. So maybe they got something the way I stored them, and so it's coming from the tubulars themselves. But they said winds can bring fungi and different stuff, and we've had some serious winds, so maybe something happened there. I don't know, but let me show you. All the potatoes are planted in different areas. They're in individual buckets, so it had to have been the potatoes themselves, which is a darn shame, because some of them are coming out of the ground and turning black. I think there's going to be a rough gardening season. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to pick all these I'm going to cut all these black leaves off and remove them and see if I can salvage anything. If it's coming from the potato itself, then they're just going to die. And I'll have to do a do-over. It's constantly a do-over, isn't it? Anyway, I'll get back to you after I'm done doing that. One of the things I did was cover this bed of flowers are down the middle and corn is on the sides, and I covered it with the tool to keep the animals out while the seeds were trying to sprout. Now the seeds are starting to sprout, and this tool is kind of holding them down, and so the tips of the things are starting to turn a little brown from the pressure of the tool. I forgot to tell Lee that when you water it, to pull it up after you're done watering it so it doesn't put pressure, but I didn't do that, and so now I'm just going to pull it up and hope to goodness the cats stay out of it. Okay, one of the things that I had forgotten that I bought was these arches to form a tunnel, or not a tunnel, but a little greenhouse effect. And so literally I can use these to keep the netting off of them. Okay, I should have done that to start with. And I have plenty. I'm going to do this other one too. But if I would have done that to start with, some of the little things wouldn't have gotten, you know, a little damaged. I think they'll do fine. You know, a little damage on the tips won't hurt nothing. But I do have enough to do this other one. I don't have anything planted in it, but I could put the hoops in place and get ready for the planting. And then after the planting, put the tool on. We can see how that goes. So, why not? Let's do it. I really like these things. They're sturdy. And let me see what the name is. It's just called Garden Hoops. Garden Hoops Tunnel. This is the one. I like this. We'll see how long it holds up, but it feels like it's going to hold up a long time. And I have some left over, so I can do other covers. Don't know which ones, but I can do them. Okay, my daughter gave me these little tiny fences things. They're really small. But what I want to do is I planted some sunflowers in some of this area, and the grass is starting to grow in there, and we're going to end up mowing down our sunflowers. So I'm going to put this around where I planted the sunflowers. Okay, that's not going to work. See, they have these little tiny spikes, and this says ground level, but I can only get the 3 little spikes in. I can't get it any further because of the Bermuda grass. So, different plan. Don't know what, but I got to come up with a different plan than this. Okay, I looked at the back. It said hit it with a rubber mallet, so I'm going to try it one more time. So, let's try it one more time. Alright, this is going to be a crooked little fence. It is going in though, so I need to find a board or something to make me a line so I can keep it straight, or at least straighter. Found me a metal post. Ooh. Okay, so far I'm saying I hate those things. They're not very easy. Once I get them in the ground, I push one in the ground, one pops up. Maybe when the ground firms around them, they'll stay. I don't know. First time we whack them with the wackadooey weed eater, they're probably going to be destroyed. It's taking a while to get them in the ground. Yep, I hate them. I'm going to take a minute and I'll be back. This is the time of year when everything grows fast, really, really fast. We got to get that lawnmower fixed. Over here it's a foot tall, and over here where Lee already weed eat it, it's good 4 inches, 6 inches. I don't like this time of year when everything grows so beautifully because it means a lot of cleanup. And when you leave stuff in the ground, it comes up over it. So I'm questioning whether or not I should just forget it, let the grass grow over it. If the sunflowers come up, they come up. Because these little things, they're just going to be in the way of the lawnmower. We're not going to necessarily see them if the grass grows up really big. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll try to put 1 or 2 more in and see how I feel. Okay, what I'm gonna do is weed eat, because looking at all that grass has got me all kind of like, because it's going to encroach on the grapes and on the sunflowers, as is the Bermudas already through the sunflowers. So they're going to have to fight their way up to the top, and I'm not going to be able to weed eat or anything. I'm going to have to hand pull, but they're just barely sprouting out, so I don't want to pull anything till they get good strong roots, in case the dirt loosens up around them when I'm pulling something else. Anyway, I'm going to go find the battery, and then we're just going to kind of weed eat and kind of push it back away from the grapevines and whatnot. I have blossoms on the grapevines. I should go check on those trees. Anyway, I'll be right back with that weed eater battery. Me trying to get that line straight reminded me of when I was a little girl and my mom used to try to get my bangs straight or my back of my hair straight when she was cutting, and she just kept going, oh, it's crooked, it's crooked, it's crooked, till finally I just had teeny weeny little bangs because she never could get them straight. I don't think I'm going to get this straight either, so let's move on. I think we should go check that orchard because there might be grass encroaching on our trees too, so let's move over there. We got blossoms on both the pears and all three of the apples. None on the plums and none on the peaches yet. So got our fingers crossed for those. And I am wondering if I should be watering. I don't know if Lee watered yesterday. He'll be home shortly. I'll ask him when he gets here. I'm going to go ahead and clean up around these 3 bushes that are along these backside of this building because it's encroaching on them as well. Battery died. I must have not started with a fully charged battery because I really didn't do much. I'm going to grab the other one and I'll be right back. Really does show us that we need to mow. Okay, well, I think I'll go over and mow around some things. Maybe mow around the buildings. I mean, not mow. Weed eat around the buildings. Looks like there's quite a bit of things growing up near the sheds that probably need to be knocked down. So let's go over there. That Tordon that we put on the roots, it helps to eat away the roots. This stump was in the ground and it just boop, popped out. We Tordon that one last year, I think it was. Anyway, it takes about a year and then they just pop right out of the ground. It's remarkable. That was a lot. I got the front of Lee's shop, and then I think I'm done with all the sides of the cottages. I did some of them when when I walked around the corner and wasn't on camera. But just looking out here, I mean, the grass is so long. We should have been mowing it all along. Oh well, it is what it is, right? Hopefully Lee will be able to get that that lawnmower wired. He had that cataract surgery, and he's not allowed to bend over and pick up things. And with the wiring, I'm afraid that it's just a lot of stuff, and we really want those eyes to heal. He's having another eye surgery in a couple of days, and so he's going to be out of commission again, at least minimal condition, for another week. But if those eyes can heal, that'd be great, because he hasn't been able to see very good no matter what he thought he could see. He's now realizing that it wasn't so good. Anyway, let's get over there. Hopefully this battery will hold up, and my weed eater string. Well, that's it with the battery, just like that. At least I got the front, and hasn't been a real good productive day, but it's been a day. So thank you for watching. God bless you all. You be sure to like, share, press that notification bell, and subscribe if you would, and comment. And we'll see you next time on the homestead. Bye bye now.